Hi everyone, welcome to RT Squared Solutions, where you can find engineering content by yours. Now, if you're new to this channel, we are making videos, no, related to CE board exam preparations, CE board series, concepts, and so much more. Right? So you may subscribe our channel, Engineer Ronnie Tarigere Second, or you may visit our Facebook page, Engineer RT Squared. Right? So, this session, I will be solving a problem again na masyadong common sa board exam. We are still at HPGE, uh, Hydraulics and Geotechnical Engineering na side na subject for the board exam. Right? So, I'll be discussing a hydraulics problem, specifically, open channels. So, lumalabas to siya sa board exam gyud class. Madalas. If you can see all of the reference books out there sa CE references, makikita nyo most of the time yung problem na ganito yung approach, no? Or ganito yung tinatanong, ganito yung mga problems, and so. Okay? So without any further ado, let's discuss or solve this. Okay. Open channel po. Alright. Rectangular channel 5 meter wide by 1.8 meter deep is lined with a smooth stone, well laid, and has a diameter and has a hydraulic slope of 0.062. Hydraulic slope. Using N equals 0.015. Okay? For those who are not familiar with N, this is yung tinatawag nating Manning's coefficient. Manning's coefficient. Manning's coefficient yan, guys. It is one of the coefficient usually ginagamit natin designing open channels na mga structures, no? Yan. Manning's coefficient. So it was said that it is a rectangular channel which is 5 meter wide by 1.8 meter deep. Okay, and meron siyang hydraulic slope. Now, assuming this is a uniform flow, kasi when you say uniform flow, the slope of hydraulic grade line and the slope ng channel bed are the same. Okay? If they are equal, kasi there are problems na non-uniform load. Uniform load naman, non-uniform flow. Ganito kasi yung principle niyan, class. Okay? So this would be the slope of channel bed. Quick lang ha, quick background lang sa principle, slope of channel bed. Ito yung depth ng ito dito. And depth dito na point 1. Ito din yung depth dito. Depth ng water. This would be the energy, no, not energy, hydraulic grade line. Hydraulic grade line. Let's say HGL na lang. If parallel sila, class, meaning uniform flow na siya. Okay, uniform flow. If meron na siyang mag-exceed ka, meron ka ding idagdag dito na head, kinetic head, which is V squared over 2G, at saka V squared over 2G, nandito naman yung energy grade line. Kung tatawagin, no? Energy grade line. Most likely, ganyan yung principle, anak. No? So, assuming na this is a uniform flow, again, so the slope of hydraulic grade line is the same ng slope ng channel bed. Ganyan po siya. Okay? So, ganito itsura pala ng open channel. It is 5 meter wide, which is 1.8 meter deep. Ito yung water. Open channel. So, from the word itself, open yung itong sa taas. Okay? Now, it is asked, no, that what is the capacity of the channel in cubic meter per second? Well, actually, that is just Q is equal to area times velocity. No? But meron tayong velocity in terms using Manning's formula. No? Manning's coefficient. Meron yan. No? That would be 1 over N R raised to 2/3 saka slope raised to 1/2. Formula na siya, no? If we are using Manning's coefficient, where R is called the hydraulic radius. Hydraulic radius. Okay? Formula yan class is area over the wetted perimeter, no? Wetted perimeter. Yan yun. Hydraulic radius. Siyempre, ang S is the slope of energy grade, hydraulic grade line. Now, if parallel sila, slope of channel bed. Okay? Now, slope of channel bed. Now, ito yung formula. Alright? Now, sa 3D, ganito itsura ng open channel natin. Okay? Now, part 1. Area times, okay, ito yung sinasabi ko, area times velocity lang po siya. Ito yung velocity na formula ni Manning's. No? Using Manning's coefficient. Okay? So, substitute lang natin. Ano ba yung wala natin dito? Hydraulic radius. Si N, meron. Si area, pwede nating makuha. Di ba? Ito, area. Area. Area man yan. Si slope, no problem. Given. Ano? So, hydraulic radius na lang yung isosolve natin. Okay? So, for area, that would be BD. This will serve as our B. This will serve as our depth. Okay? So, B times D, that should be 5 times 1.8. Obviously, that is 9 square meter. And if we are to calculate the hydraulic radius, again, the formula for hydraulic radius is area over the wetted perimeter. When you say wetted perimeter, yung from literally wetted perimeter, yung basa lang ito, kini. Ito yung itong trace ko. Yan lang kasi yung basa. So, zoom ko ulit. Yan. Yan yung wetted perimeter. So, this would be D. Ito yung base. Ito yung dalawang D. Obviously, ang wetted perimeter is isang B plus dalawang D. Ganyan. Wetted perimeter. Okay, let's solve the hydraulic radius. BD over B plus 2D. Again, this is the area. This is the wetted perimeter. Substitute lang the variables class where B would be 5 and D is 1.8 meters. Substitute, then you can have your hydraulic radius. 1.047 or that's approximately 1.05. Now, meron na tayong hydraulic radius, meron tayong area, and actually, pwede na natin masolve. I-solve natin using the formula. So, Q is equal to, okay, gamitan natin ng calculator para sabay tayo, no? Sabay tayo. Area, that would be 9 times 1 over the coefficient, 0.015. Okay? Times hydraulic radius, 1.047 raised to 2/3. The slope is 0.0062 raised to 1/2. Okay, let's 0.5. Yan. The answer should be 48.71. That is cubic meter per second. Kita naman dito, nasa choices. That's the answer or that is the capacity of the channel. Cubic meter per second. 48.713. Okay? Yan po siya. Now, yan yung easy part, no? That's the easy part for that for this type of problem. For part 2 and part 3, ito yung question pertaining to the most efficient section. Okay? Solve natin. The question is for number 2. What savings in earth excavation could have been offered by using more favorable proportion but adhering the same delivery and slope? So, dapat same lang ang delivery and slope, meaning same lang ang discharge. Hindi man nag-change ang slope at saka yung delivery, meaning delivery, same yung discharge na pinapalabas. Okay? Same. So, always na natin gagamitin si 48.7 for this problem. Okay? Yan na for this problem. Ang kailangan na natin gawin is to know what is the most efficient section kapag rectangular channel. Meron yan, class. Okay? Ito yun, nakuha natin. For rectangular channels, okay? For rectangular channels, the most efficient section for rectangular channels is, B is equal to twice of the depth. Kana siya class. Twice the depth ang B. B is equal to 2D. So, ang hydraulic radius, D over 2. Pwede naman nating ma-derive yan, class. Diba, hydraulic radius, area over wetted perimeter. Okay, tingnan nyo ha. Area is B times D over B plus 2D. Okay? Assuming B is 2D. Kasi nga, most efficient section. So, substitute natin 2D times D. Diba? All over 2D plus 2D. Substitute. Actually, makancel itong 2. Ano, dili makancel. 4, magiging 4 yan. So, that would be D squared over 2D. Diba? Or equivalent to cancel ang isang D, D over 2. Ganyan lang siya. That's the shortcut for hydraulic radius. But ang tatandaan lang, class, most efficient section is ini. B is equal to 2D. B is equal to 2D. Na-maximize yung area of the channel adhering na same pa rin yung delivery ng discharge. Same slope. No? Okay, let's try to calculate. Okay? Let's try to calculate. Ang trick dito, siyempre, mag-iba yung hydraulic radius na to. We don't know the depth. No, we don't know the depth. Same ang base. Siyempre, no? Same ang base. Hindi mati-change ang base. I mean, mati-change ang base. Kasi nag-change nga yung area no? Nag-change yung area. So, paano ba ma-solve ito? Okay? So, affected in this formula are the areas and the hydraulic radius. Kasi nga, nag-change tayo ng B at saka D. Kaya, tingnan lahat. Kini. A is equal to 2D squared. Saan ba ito galing? B times D, ha? So, 2D times D. 2D squared. Kana siya, class. Okay. So, we will make that area in terms of D. Para ang Q dito, na formula, in terms of D. Masolve natin ang D. Alright? So, ang hydraulic radius, again, shortcut, D over 2. Pinakita ko yung derivation, paano siya nag-come up as D over 2. Substitute A and R dito sa formula above. Yan. Ito po siya. This would be your discharge Q. Ito yung area. Ito yung Manning's coefficient. Ito yung hydraulic radius at saka yung slope. Okay? So, together, let's solve for the D value. Okay, let's solve for that. That should be 48.713 is equal to 2D. Okay, 2D squared times 1 over N. N is 0.015. Okay, hydraulic radius is D over 2 or sa calcu 0.5 of D raised to 2/3. 0.062 raised to 1/2. Ship solve lang, class. Solve lang. Sanay naman kayo dyan sa ship solve. Yan. Uy. Tagal. Tama ba yung input na? Let's say, mag-assume tayo ng value. Kasi nag-0 eh. Tagal. Mali ba tayo na input? Adra. 2.11. Tingnan nga natin. Same ba yung lalabas? 2.114. I-save ko to yung value, ha. Na automatic na yan na save sa X. Kasi nag-ship solve banta. Kasi minsan, if hindi natin i-save class, hindi natin i-save, meron siyang discrepancy sa decimal point. And hindi natin ma-achieve yung tamang sagot. So, careful kayo sa mga problems na ganito, no? Kasi minsan, hindi natin nakukuha exactly. So, gisave natin yung value, nandun siya sa X. Now, if ito yung D, siyempre, alam naman natin that B is equal to 2D. Masolve din natin. Okay? Yan. Di ba? Ang B dito equal to 2D. Masolve din na itong base. Or, ito, para makuha lang natin yung excavation savings, i-compare man natin itong areas class, no? Areas. Okay, compare natin yung areas. Okay, ito yung new area. Sabi ko nga, most efficient section, nag-change na ang area. Nag-change na ang area. Most efficient. Okay? So, this would be 2 times 2.114. Tingnan natin sa calcu ha. Okay, compare natin. Minsan, hindi siya nang-i-exact. So, sige lang. Let's say 2x. Kasi nakasave to sa x eh. 2x squared. Yan po. O, 89. 8.941. Medyo may discrepancy, no? Dito, 8.939. Dito sa calcu, 942. So, may mga ganyang instances. Now, our previous area is 9 meters. Saan ba yan galing? Actually, that is 5 times 9, 1.8, no? Meaning yan, area old. That would be 1.8 times 5 equal to 9 square meter. I-minus natin class, no? Savings is syempre 9 minus 0.939. That would be 0.061. Diba? Medyo hindi siya, yan natin na, i-exact natin, 1.8, kasi sinave natin to eh. 5 minus ka na. 0.058. Diba? Meron jud siyang mga discrepancy. Tignang mabuti. So, ang pinaka-close dito, syempre, ito siya. Gini. 0.061. Letter D. Okay? Letter D. So, careful kayo sa mga discrepancy ng mga decimal. Lalo na ganito, less than 0. Significant figures are very important this matter. Ayan. Square meter yung unit kasi cubic per meter. Kasi perpendicular to this is 1 meter. Kumbaga ganito ba? Saan ba yung drawing natin na 3D? Ito, gini. We assumed na 1 meter to siya po. Okay? 1 meter. So in every cubic, 1 meter perpendicular width or length. Kana. Right? Yan yung gi-assume na to. This is for part 2. For part 3 naman, okay, for part 3, same scenario. Hindi na tayo mag-calculate pa ng D because automatic, ito man yung calculation natin sa D with abiding the most efficient section. Okay? Yan yun. So, i-compare na lang natin ngayon since savings in lining per meter length. Actually, this is the perimeter. Perimeter siya, lining per meter length. Tingnan nyo, tingnan mabuti. Ini. So, part 3, ito yon. Solve na natin yan kanina. No need to go back there na change lang. Perimeter is 2D plus 2D. Uy, sir, paano nakuha yan? Ang old na perimeter class, that would be B plus 2D. And we all know B is equal to 2D. That's why naging 2D plus 2D. Okay? That is for the new. Again ha, ang old perimeter dito, isulat natin, that would be B plus 2D. Solve natin. 5 plus dalawang 1.8. Pila na? Old. Calcu. That would be 5 plus 3.6, dalawang 1.8. 8.6 meters. Okay? Now, ito yung new, lumabas na 8.457. Tingnan ha, exact ba siya? Calcu. So, pwede natin sabihin 4D. 4x, no? Kasi sa calcu, na-save natin sa x. 8.457. At least, medyo malapit, no? Medyo malapit. I-subtract dito sa 8.6. So, sa savings, should be 8.6 old minus new. Kana sa class. Subtract lang siya, then makuha ni mo 0.143. The closest is A letter D. No? Letter D is the closest. Ito siya. So the answer for this problem is this one. D, D, saka B. Okay? Yan. Alright? So, that's it. Okay? That's it for today's video. I hope na mayroon kayong natutunan. Actually, basic lang yun, pero we need to discuss pa rin, di ba? Basic is very powerful yun. Concept is everything. Kumbaga nga, may kasabihan. Now, if you want to watch many videos pa in the future, you may follow us on YouTube channel. Click the notification bell if you want to, para maging updated kayo if mayroon kaming i-upload. And I'm trying to do my best na maka-upload ako ng mas marami pa. And shout out to all the students of mine, previous students, nagme-message, no? I'm very grateful for you guys. Nagsi-share kayo sa mga videos natin. And also sa mga nagre-request ng mga problems, i-send nyo sa akin, then gagawa natin ng video. Send nyo sa akin, then gagawa natin na. So that's it for today's video. I hope you learned something. Thank you and have a good day. Sayonara.